Do you believe that some extraterrestrials are living among us? Then you really gotta see this scary video. The footage shows two dinosaur-looking creatures scurrying across a frozen river. They have spines that are heightened, long tails, and pointed heads. Otherwise, their bodies look more or less human. They rush hunchbacked along the ice, their arms hanging before them. Are these dinosaurs extraterrestrials, humanoids? Well, I did a little research and they're imagined. I came across this video randomly online with no context as to its origins, but after doing some research, I discovered it is VFX by Shortest Blockbusters. I encourage everyone to check out their channel. Although these may not be extraterrestrials, that doesn't disprove our theory that some still live among us. After all, there are so many species still undiscovered. Have you ever seen what lies in the deepest depths of the ocean? Is this art, magic, or a glitch in the Matrix? Published in February of 2022 and originally posted to TikTok by elkakoi.tv, this short clip shows an icicle dangling from a set of stairs. However, the icicle is broken in two places and yet remains suspended, like pieces are floating in midair. Some think string or hair is attached somehow, allowing for this illusion. But would the icicle's weight really hold? I'm hanging by a thread here. What do you think? Something strange is going on here and I just can't figure it out. Ever wondered what happens if you're caught in the middle of a drawbridge as it's opening or closing? This video will answer that question. Published by WPTV News, a man was crossing the Ocean Avenue Bridge, located in Lantana on the Intracoastal Waterway. The footage shows a car crossing the bridge, where it comes to a stop at the end of it. It's not clear why the driver stopped there. It doesn't appear that he had a stop sign or light. What happens next makes the stop even more confusing. The drawbridge starts to rise and the driver still doesn't move an inch. The bridge pushes his vehicle into a nearly 90-degree angle, pounding the nose of his car into the pavement in front of him. So much so that the car's front end is dragged across the ground. There is a 40-foot drop into the water from this bridge. The circumstances prompt the driver to swing his door open, looking as though he might jump out. But a second later, the bridge drops back again and the car slams back onto the road. The driver jumps out, looking clearly shocked. The bridge tender said she did not see the car on the bridge until she closed it, claiming her visual of the bridge was obstructed. Regardless, she was fired after this incident. An operator in an abandoned building got the scare of his life when he captured this mysterious creature on camera. Published by Mysterious Creatures Among Us in August of 2021, the scary video shows the operator walking through the building, debris and objects piled all around. He lifts his camera to the left and spots this thing lurking behind a tarp-covered pile, which in retrospect looks like the creature's bed. The man turns around and races out of there. But take a good look at a still frame of this thing. The creature has a wide inverted triangle of a head, with a clear nose and big beetle eyes. While at least one in the comments thinks it's a statue of an elephant, others think it looks like a demon, but Archangel notes something else entirely, writing, "What I want to know is who has a bed in an environment like that, and why is there red all over it? I can't imagine the explanation is anything good." You will never be as confused as you are after watching this clip. Published in March of 2021 by Homesteading Off the Grid, this CCTV footage captures something unexpected. In the middle of what looks like a remote homestead, a figure dressed in a hooded blue robe shuffles into a field. He crouches down for a moment, then gets back up and walks off, where he again crouches. Then he moves behind a pile of wood. He pushes random logs out of their neat stack as he walks behind it. The stranger continues to hobble around. He has taken his robe off and holds it in front of him. He also appears to be holding a cane. He sits down in the middle of the field, then hobbles forward, sits down, hobbles again. And this goes on for a long time. He tries to make his way up an incline, which is a struggle. Then he abruptly falls and rolls down the hill, where he remains. He wraps the blue robe or blanket around himself like a cocoon. A short while later, he rises again, still cocooned in the blanket, and makes his way off screen and into the surrounding forest. Is this an old man, lost and confused? Could be someone with dementia, although some in the comments think he doesn't move like an old person. Or do you agree with Roy Guidry, who suggests that this is Big Tarp, Bigfoot's cousin? Roy writes, he completed his mission of knocking 3 logs off the pile. Now the 7,000-mile hike back to Siberia. He's gonna need more than a robe for that weather. Are people just more angry nowadays? Published by Fox 29 Philadelphia in January of 2022. This scary video seems to suggest so.
In stores, but Monel Coleman now is accused of attempted murder because he apparently follows a woman home in her 20s. She lives around the corner from the store. When he sees her, he opens fire.
After a small infringement on personal space was majorly escalated, a woman went to a store near where she lived and accidentally bumped into a man in the aisle. Instead of brushing it off as one might do, the man became enraged. He can be seen in the store's CCTV footage, getting in her face about the incident. The woman can be seen gesturing at him, apparently arguing about what occurred. They were both told to leave as the suspect threatened to open fire on the woman. Well, that is scary enough. What followed off camera is even more chilling.
Police say her brother was struck and taken to the hospital. Investigators say Coleman, who they know from multiple arrests, fled the scene.
The suspect reportedly followed the woman home and opened fire. A round grazed the young woman's leg, and her brother, who was also inside, was hit and taken to the hospital. The suspect fled the scene and was later taken into custody after a short manhunt. Now that's just seriously freaky and messed up. This crew was investigating a home where the owner reported seeing shadow people when they captured this on camera. Published by Ghost Club Paranormal in February of 2022. The very short clip shows a shadowy figure passing by in the background over this woman's shoulder. You can see its indistinct form, but the movement is clearly visible. Was this one of the figures in question? And will he too be erased from the internet? A security guard for the mayor's office in a town in Colombia was just doing his job, minding his own business, when a ghost got pretty aggressive with him. Posted by Ghost Videos in August of 2021, this security footage was originally captured in February of 2021 at around midnight. The footage shows the guard walking as normal when he is thrown forward into something and falls back onto the ground. A mysterious light source is seen pummeling him as he scrambles across the floor. At one point, he appears to be holding the light in his hand, but the next moment, other guards arrive to give him a leg up, but that's when the clip cuts off. Is there some sort of superpower being contained at this mayor's office, or did it just escape its confinement? If I had to guess though, I'd say this office might have a poltergeist. Hansel and Gretel are all too familiar with this place. Published in October of 2019 by Daziki Sweeney Motorcycle Club and Adventures. This explorer found a witch's hut deep in the forest. The video shows the remote dirt road leading to the hut. Its triangular shape is topped with what from far away looks like an animal's skull, but close up you can see it's the carved head of a demon with horns. As the rain pours around, the small wooden hut with a deadbolt on the outside of the door looks more and more ominous. Did a witch actually live here? We'll never know because he was too scared to enter. I can't say I blame him. Abandoned or not, some presence exists in this house. Published by The Big Jazz in July of 2016. These explorers were inside what was supposed to be an abandoned house when this happened.
You want to go first this way? Okay. And then we'll get mad after.
The house they're exploring is falling apart. Even though the clip is short, you can tell just from the staircase in the adjacent room that this place is haunted. Upon first watch, you might not understand what's going on here, but the uploader explains what happened, writing, "First you see the camera glitch as if someone moved out of the room, and then you hear a door start to creak open. It was pretty creepy as we bolted afterwards." Does someone or something call this ramshackle place home sweet home? In that case, I don't think they're rolling out the welcome mat. Thank you so much for getting me to 5,000 subscribers on my Clips channel. If you want to support, please press that subscribe button. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you.